Am I live? And I have a big microphone. We're just testing the stream tonight because we need this thing to work to do our book discussion. So real quick, I'm just going to run this out to you guys and I hope you enjoy it. I hope it means something to you. Something that comes up a lot when I'm talking with people, especially in confession, is about comparison. We talk about like comparing ourselves to other people, or sometimes we judge other people, or we think that we're doing something good because we're better than somebody else, or we think we're really like lagging behind because we're not as good as somebody else at one thing or another. And I always tell them that comparison is kind of like a really inadequate standard of measurement. It has its place, right? But it's absolutely not objective, and it can be very misleading. Okay, so if you don't know much about the animal kingdom and I tell you that an elephant is bigger than an ant, well, so what? You don't know how gargantuan an elephant is, and you don't know the minuscule nature of a teeny tiny little ant. It could also be misleading, right? So, because like most dogs are bigger than most cats. So if I say a dog is bigger than a cat, you go, okay, so an elephant's bigger than an ant. You might think that the difference is that negligible, but all elephants are way bigger than all ants. Unless you're in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and then in which case the ants might give the elephants a run. But that's besides the point. What I mean to get at here is this. It's also misleading, right? So, sorry, this is making noise probably. It's also misleading, right? So think about it like this. You might make the assumption that if an elephant's bigger than an ant, then an elephant is stronger than an ant. Well, that depends on what kind of metrics we're using, right? So for example, if the metric that you're using is how much weight that animal can pull behind it, then an elephant wins by, a landslide. But if you're talking about how much weight that animal can move relative to its own weight, so like an elephant can only lift, I don't know, I'm making this number up, 2 times its own body weight. But an ant can lift like 250 times its own body weight, which makes it an incredibly strong little creature. Little, but mighty, right? And so if we just say like, oh, well, so-and-so is such a better, artist than me, or so-and-so's got way more intelligence about this thing or that, or if you really want to know who you are and what you're worth, you probably shouldn't look at other people. And you probably shouldn't look in the mirror. You should probably look to your creator, right? That he sees you in all your facets. He knows you inside and out. He's counted the number of the hairs on your head. And he appreciates you for the mystery of you. And the great way to get to know him is by drawing very close to him. And the closer you get to him, as you look into his eyes, you see your own reflection, your true reflection. You see him, you see yourself as he sees you, right? And so ask the Father to tell you who you are. And that should yield some pretty good results. Hope you're doing well out there in Corona land. I'm making it day at a time. And hopefully see you back here for the book study at 6:30. We're talking about silence and solitude tonight. I'm sure that some of you are going, I have way too much solitude. And some of you are saying, I don't have enough solitude. And some of you are wishing for more silence, and some of you have too much of it. So we're looking forward to interacting with you tonight. See you in a little while. How's that font size? Bigger? Probably for them. You keep streaming. Hey folks, we're still streaming here. Can you hear us out there? Hello, Corona land. How's the quality of this stream? Hey friends, if you're out there and you can hear me, can you please let me know, is this working? Is this coming through clear? Do you have a good visual? Do you have good audio? Is it jumpy? Is it crackly? Do I sound like I'm 50 miles away screaming at you through a wind tunnel? Let me know. in the comments or in the chat. The chat would be awesome. Thanks. We're just going to keep this running for a few minutes. Yeah, I'm going to keep it on me so they know I'm still here. Anna Lopez. Thank you, Anna. Anybody else out there? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Beautiful, beautiful. Thanks for the feedback, Anna. It says that there are 9 others of you. John, are you there? Oh. Hey, John, how are you? Hey, I am streaming live. Can you check me out real quick? Just want to talk to some of the, I got some good feedback in the chat, and I was like, so here I am sitting on the phone talking to you. Okay, awesome. Yeah. No, this is just like a little test run. Okay, solid. All right, we're going to hope for the best. Thanks, brother. Peace. Okay, that's going to be good enough for us for now. Hope you're well. See you at 6:30.